Now you wait for it. Now I'm gonna hit start streaming, and you should see it pop up here, the live stream of the what's actually going on. Okay, just wait for it. There you go. You're live. That's it.
What's that?
Okay, and it's picking up sound. Okay. Eric, it's live. We're ready to roll. And I'm sure your father's probably ready to. Okay, you guys ready?
My grandpa wandered off into those woods.
Well, let's go see find him. Let me get loose, baby.
Still have a clear line of sight.
Okay. All right, can you guys see on there? Because I can't see very well.
I can see it.
No, I'm talking about the screen.
So when it reaches the you know, it gets further along.
You guys still got it?
Yeah, I can't.
But it's still going. It just needs to catch up.
Also, it's
Okay.
yeah, I can't move the camera.
You're going up in elevation?
Okay,
It's
that's
also,
correct. Okay, I'm looking down on the woods. Maybe. Wait, keep on it. I'm sorry.
It's jumping in and out.
Okay, so what we're doing, we're looking for him. I'm recording, so don't stop the recording, okay? The signal sucks.
Yeah, it's jumping in and out. I keep on losing it.
You guys standing too close to each other?
I don't think so. That's never been an issue before. I can't understand. Just going to do a pattern left to right, go to the end of the wood patch. What you're looking for is you're looking for a bright red spot to show up. See how everything looks cold? If it's white or it's black, it's cold object. What you're looking for is a difference in the color. You're looking for something red to show up a heat signature. You still got visual line of sight for me? Okay, where am I?
Straight out over that brush pile that's between those
Okay.
two.
All right, we're at the end of the wood line, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move up a little forward. I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to go back to the right, do another grid pattern this way. And are you still seeing this? Are you still seeing the screen okay?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Okay. All right, so now I'm going back. Now I'm going back this way. I'm maintaining my altitude, watching my altitude.
That's not a floater, that's an aircraft.
As soon as you see a heat signature, just yell at me to stop.
If you listen, you can just faintly hear it coming in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Just barely a little.
And all the time, you got to remember, you got to always maintain a visual on your altitude. Make sure all your signals stay strong.
Yeah, the camera signal goes in and out.
All right, you see that right there? There's something that's a little different. See there? There's deer. See them?
They're white.
Yep. See the deer?
Yes.
Is your father-in-law trying to wrangle them?
All right.
It is very hard to see the screen.
Oh, I see.
Did you guys see that?
This screen.
That's the
Yeah,
deer.
fine.
What I did was I changed the color palette to make it a little easier. So anything that's going to be hot now is going to be white, like the deer.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you guys something. All right, hey guys, this is important. Listen up. There's deer in there. How close do you think he's going to be to that deer?
Pretty far.
Probably not very close. So we're going to alter the search pattern, come back to the front of the wood patch, because you're going to be wasting a lot of time, energy, and more importantly, batteries trying to do a search pattern around where there's a herd of deer sitting around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, hey guys, I'm gonna. The deer aren't gonna hang around. I'm gonna cordon off these guys who are involved in the operation, and there you go. So I have TV going, guys. Yeah, but it's not working. That's the IT department there, Mark.
That was cool. You could see the deer.
That was awesome.
All right, there's something else there. Is that him? You see it?
Nope.
Look, center screen. See the heat signature?
Nope, nothing showing up on my screen.
Look right here. There's something moving right there. I don't think that's him though, because it looks like it's too small. That might be something. That's going to be either a squirrel or a bird.
I'll say on this screen, it looks like another branch.
Yep.
Can you use the IR in all daylight or just mornings and evenings?
You can use it in all. This is an IR. This is thermal, so you
Okay.
can use this in any conditions. Any conditions that's safe for the drone to fly, you can use this.
Very good.
Okay, look right there. Do you see that?
Yep, now it's center screen.
All right.
Is that him like crouched down?
I don't know. I wish. I can't tell if that's him or not. Can you ask Eric to call him and ask him
Flag
to
him
ask him to flag around, walk around, because we've got a heat signature. Okay, have I got room to come down?
Yes.
Move around a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna come down a little bit. Just let me know.
'Cause it looks
I do not want to be at the treetops, so.
Sure. I understand.
it's still center.
Okay, yeah, I see him.
That might be him.
That's something. I don't know what it is. Are you still got visual?
Yep.
Yes.
How close am I to the treetops? Because it looks
Still
really
there.
close here.
Hey,
Still
can you start
quite a
walking
ways.
back? Okay. We think so. We want you to move around a little bit though, so
He just
make
stood
sure.
up.
Okay, cool. Thanks. See ya.
Is that him? Is he moving?
Not yet. Oh,
Can't tell if that's him or not.
Can you go lower altitude?
I'm a little low.
Pretty low already.
You still got visual?
Yes.
Okay, I see where I am.
I don't think that's him
Okay.
because it's not moving.
I agree.
He's heading back, so
Okay.
I think.
There you go.
you look so close to the
looks
trees.
I know it looks close, doesn't it?
So hey, when I get a visual on him, then you can find him in the field. How's that sound?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna continue the pattern back this way like we were before. Can you at least? Well, I don't want to cheat. I was like, can you tell us kind of where he's at? I'd like to try to find him here. Am I still good as far as clearance on the treetops?
Yes.
See, the problem is getting down this low. My
Yeah,
field of
yeah,
view is
see.
very narrow. I'm gonna have to be like on top of him, right above him, to be able to see him.
I see.
Let me keep doing some. I'm at 44% of my battery.
How long does this battery last?
Between 17 to 20 minutes, depending on weather conditions.
Okay. And since it's cold, probably.
Yeah, not as long since it's chillier. Okay, we're at the end of the woods on that end. I'm gonna go up a little bit, try to get widen the field a little bit.
Okay.
Are you
Was that
near
up
the
there? Or was that the deer again?
That's deer.
Are you near the field edge or are you in the middle of the woods?
I was on the far right. Now I'm headed back towards the middle.
I guess can you see the field edge in your field of view?
Hang on, what's that? That's not him, is it? No, it's not moving. Hang on, what was that? Did you see that?
Yeah, on the left or right. Sorry.
First layer of clouds above
Right.
the trees,
Right.
directly in the middle between that and where there's like a second ceiling sort of.
Is he still moving?
Is he actually coming back?
Told
Or?
him to come back.
See, that's that same thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
the same thing we saw before that we thought was him. Something's there. It's just sitting still though.
Straight up and moving to the left. Straight up from that power pole.
All right, I'm gonna get some more altitude because try to expand our field a little bit.
Way up. Here it comes. It's way up. Now it's right in the middle of that blue patch.
Is that the battery that's at 35?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Once you find it the first time, you have like sort of a sense of where it's appropriate to look, and it
You guys
becomes much
feel
easier
better
to
without
know.
everybody on top of you? Except
But
for
I,
me?
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay.
Taking the pressure off.
Yeah, I think enforcing has.
Are they being able to see it in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, there's direct line of communication now. There's no background.
Yeah.
Still nothing.
Yeah. So I did
Where
that
about
long
are we
enough
at in the
and let it
woods?
come home beyond visual line of sight.
See the bird?
After it landed itself
You can
in
actually see the
middle
bird
of
or that squirrel right there.
Yeah.
That's
Right
insane.
in front of my apartment, about 3 feet to the left of the landing site, or of the home site, in the middle of the street.
Is that the same thing we saw before?
I was
That
about
lump
away
again?
when I took it
No.
to go home,
Right there.
'cause the battery was dying.
Oh.
Yeah, that is. That's the same thing. It's not moving.
That thing is.
Okay. Check
There he
check the
is.
corner closest to us and see if you can find anything.
He's out of the
Right corner?
Yeah, like like maybe the field close to the.
where you're at right now, but towards us.
Is he out of the woods already?
Yes.
You see him. I mean, you can see him real clear on.
Yeah.
If you have the drone right now, stop and come our way.
You get
Yeah, it's coming our way, I believe.
Fast, I gotta get my heart rate up.
He was over him already, and we used very clear his head, his shoulders, his arms.
Right.
You guys see him?
It's good that it's recorded. We'll look at
It's just, I think the YouTube live or whatever we use doesn't.
All right, I'm going to adjust the tilt a little bit so I can see a little better here.
You know, we don't have full bars, but we got enough to make it.
When you're ready, you'll go right.
No battery warning. That's not what I
Oh
like.
man, thanks for reminding me.
All right. You see him?
Nope.
You want to go our right.
Our right is going to be. Where's the drone?
Drone's here. If you want to come.
Okay.
Three, 2, 1. You should be directly over him. Here in proximity.
There's the. See, I can see. There's
It's
the.
gonna start coming home and
Yeah, it's coming home now.
whether he lets or whether he
Okay.
All right, where's the drone?
Here.
does nothing, it will fly
I don't see it.
itself in the next
Okay, there it is.
Oh, I see it.
That's where it could land on the roof, but
It's coming home.
you do have control of the aircraft.
And where is it? I lost it again.
So if it's coming down and you're like,
Okay, there it is.
well, let's go land on the roof, move it. And
Could
it'll
you
land where
guys
go.
Here it comes. I never did see him.
No, you can manually override this
Yeah.
if you needed to.
It's hauling in. Yep. Yeah, I can see the light on it. Go back.
All right, can we see him yet? Because I'm coming down. I'm trying to get it down where I can see him.
But the ice doesn't come out.
Still don't see him?
Okay.
There he is. Right there. Yeah, we finally see him.
Yeah. And it's moving it. So every time he moves it, it revs up or slows down one of the motors. And you hear that on the ground as it actually, every time you turn, these two motors spin up and two will slow down. And then you hear that as well. I don't know.
All right.
Personally, I
What
trust
was your
myself
end
to land the
battery?
drone a little bit better than the drone.
What was your end battery?
A lot of the time,
Huh?
unless it's
There?
havoc, because
Yeah, the other battery should be ready to
No
go.
percent. What was your end?
9.
You see the deer?
Alright.
Yep. We saw a whole flock, a whole herd of deer back there. Couldn't find you. We found a herd of deer. We saw birds and everything else.
Oh, we saw him. In there.
Oh, you in there?
Oh, yeah.
You guys missed
Okay,
it,
good.
man.
Well, I was tiny screen. It was retarded from the screen.
3-point buck. We wandered about.
That is awesome.
And which one's better then?
All right, well, let's
Uh,
do it. Let's
yeah,
do a little
I
recap.
get
I think
it.
that was
Okay.
pretty interesting.
Thank you.
exercise. I guess we'll start with the pilot in
Your
charge,
glasses
and then
Huh?
the
Oh, yeah,
video
thanks.
guy,
Awesome,
and
that
then
helped.
the visual observer. So what were your thoughts on that?
You need a bigger tablet to be able to see the screen. Can't do it on a smartphone for search and rescue.
Yeah.
Smartphone would only be good in an emergency, but if you've got time to plan ahead, have the largest
Yeah.
screen possible
With-
you can fit on this.
With the hoods, yeah.
With the hoods,
right.
yep.
So that was a big problem for you also.
Yep.
Also, you need find a way to get a much stronger signal than that, because it would cut in and out on my screen.
yeah.
Like constantly, every.
So
3 or
part
4
of that
seconds,
is
it would just go
It's not-
completely rainbow
Let's not
and
even
then
just
nothing.
talk.
Yeah. So part of that is it passes the way it passes through. It goes from the flight controller to the dashboard controller to the slave controller, so it's got to before it gets to you, and then get ingested and displayed on the second tablet, which takes some processing time. So,
What medium does he use to do that? Is it the wireless or is it the Bluetooth?
it's wild.
Yeah. So you need to make sure that you have a strong wireless connection, basically.
Well, it's
Um,
the same connection.
And then yeah, the same thing like you were saying. With
So
the
it's not
screen,
that
it's-
room, not the hotspot.
No, it's internal to the system. Yeah. Okay.
So the same thing with the screen, being able to actually see it. I mean, that screen is plenty large enough. It's just nowhere near bright enough for this type of condition. I mean, like if we had maybe I don't know, a much more shaded area than me trying to hide in this corner over here. You know.
Yeah.
Do you have a hood?
So I'll bring. I have a hood in there. I'll bring
Why
that.
couldn't he just open the door and step
You
inside?
could, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was one comment I just don't want to forget here. So when I cordoned it off, even though all of the bosses are here, you guys, I asked you, well, is that more comfortable? Can you guys work together better? And you said,
Yeah, it's much easier for us to communicate with each other, like the 3 of us to communicate with each other when there's not people walking around. You know.
yeah, even like I could tell when guys were chit chatting over here, it made a difference. Concentrating. I thought so. So how about Kirk was running a pattern and you were talking to each other. So like how did he set up his pattern?
Basically, he was strafing from side to side, doing almost a lawn mowing pattern. I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
And he would tell me when we reached the edge, and then he'd tell me he was moving up. He basically said every movement he was making, and I was just watching the screen. If I seen anything, I'd say something. If he seen something, he'd say something.
And visual observer?
There's a lot of communication between the master and the slave. And there was. And so you just have to stay focused.
Stop it.
On,
Stay
the
focused
visual
on your visual,
and
yeah.
let him know where he's at all times. You know, if there's a lot going on and you want to look at the picture and
Yeah,
help
right.
him find it on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, so you need to be
Focus.
of one mind, yeah, okay. Huh.
The
And you
master
can
should just tell the slave to shut up.
Yeah.
He is the master.
Yeah. And I think we can also see that that with this
We're still
with
straight.
this plane, the flight time's pretty low. Like I think he had a charged battery, and we'll figure out from either the log or the video how long it was up in the air, but it wasn't more than 15 minutes.
Put it in adequate for on the mission of that size.
For that size, yeah, which is an acre or two, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else. So I think it was interesting, because of the screen and the sunshine, that these guys found Jerry, and you guys skipped over
we
him.
completely missed him.
Yep. So
Yeah,
these
we
guys-
were able to see him, and then we
Thought that
heard you
we'd
guys
seen him
say,
a couple times.
"Can you
Oh.
ever call him and
Yeah,
ask him to
because we
move?"
saw it on here.
Wait,
We go,
wait,
there he is,
wait.
right there.
Wait. When we were hovering in one place,
Yeah,
At
back
some
back
point
when.
in time, I go, hey, there he is right there.
Yeah.
And then you heard somebody go, hey, we should call him.
yeah. So
I
we
think
did
we got
see
him, but we should
however-
call him.
However, I don't think that was
Just like
actually him because we were sitting there, he called him to start moving. We were still sitting there, and then we started flying around again, and we came back. That white spot was still in that same exact spot. We don't think that was actually him.
Well, a split
It
second,
looked- huh?
a split second before he called, I could. That's the first time I saw
It was
the
right
room.
above you.
It was right above.
Oh, then it was him.
Yeah.
Was there a laser
I-
pointer at your
well,
head?
I couldn't. I was going to be able to dispute that because
Yeah.
you know our screen's in
out, in and out.
buffering.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's-
So when it
that's
came in,
how-
go,
that's how the
there he
tablet
is.
screen was.
Then we'd have to wait. Then go, there he is again. Oh,
That's
And
an
that was
unfortunate
recorded?
side effect of
was
just
gonna say, if it was
the way it
recorded, I don't know if
transmits.
that-
I was gonna
if
say,
he
a
actually
split
moved.
second before he called me, I thought I could see the drone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it,
we'll have
was,
to-
it was loudest. I
Yeah.
could hear it the whole time.
But you said there's a model
You recorded
that
that?
Yeah.
has dual
It
camera,
was, yeah, it was live streaming.
one that
Yeah.
shows you the direction
I think it
that's
saved it,
fixed
yeah.
on the aircraft,
Say it again.
one that's fixed on the aircraft so that you can see what direction you're flying.
Oh yeah, so the M600 has an auxiliary video input. Right now we have that hooked up to a camera that's just pointing downward. Yeah, you could position that camera facing forward and have it, be that have that as your primary flight camera, and then have a second one as your search and rescue camera. We've also seen setups more recently, and are investigating how to do this ourselves. Setups where you have two gimbal cameras side by side connected to the same output on the flight controller. And so it'll ingest all the same stuff as the craft, and both of them will stay basically pointed at the same direction. For a not picture in picture, but like side by side. This is the thermal view of this image, and you can switch and see the video feed the same.
I got the video stopped in there where we actually got a shot at him. I know you guys didn't see
Let's
that.
take a look. man.
I was projecting on the door, but you didn't see it.
What position were you in? I was sitting on a stump leaning back on a tree.
I think that was him. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was him. When
Were
we
you
said
with
that
the
we
crowd
thought
at
that we
the-
seen him.
He was right next to those deer.
About some tips for search patterns?
Yeah.
I didn't play if you want.
Something I want to talk a little bit about, because this is something we were practicing this back in Virginia Beach. When it comes to search, especially with two-man patterns, or two men under control, you have one pilot, you got one person on the camera. Typically, you don't want to give the person on the camera control of the camera if you're going to do grid patterns, because what happened, what we found out is, as I'm trying to fly, he's looking around and I have no idea. My orientation, I have to rely strictly on my visual observer and what I can see. And my sight's not as good as my visual observer because he's young, got good eyes, so I get lost with orientation, especially if the camera's looking all over the place and I've got no idea if I'm doing a pattern. So if you're going to do a grid pattern, left, check, forward a little bit, right, same thing, just grid pattern, and the camera stays facing down, not moving at all. The person who's got the camera is going to say stop, if they see something. If they can see, then they say right, left.
What if you had pulled it up on a map out of curiosity? Because the DJI Go, you can pull up a map instead of the camera view. But
Right.
Would that have made it easier for you to
That
fly?
would have made it easier,
Yeah. So,
right.
so then you can see the aircraft going along as a little marker, and it would be easier for him to have control because you'd get to a spot on the map, watch the marker turn, and start moving again.
I would have done that, but here was the problem. We were having link problems because I was getting turned around. When I was heading back out, it was still showing that I was still sitting here.
Yeah.
So there was that delay. So that's why I didn't do that. Another way to do search, if you want to let the person who's got the bigger tablet have camera control, I would simply just hover in a search area and let him manipulate the camera, look where
Yeah,
he
then go
wants.
to your next area.
And then, if you got a command post where you got the big screen, communication-wise, he needs not safety, but whoever's in here can radio communicate, hey, stop, okay, back, track left, track right, back forward.
We saw that.
and we had a lag of at least a minute.
Right.
Maybe more.
Oh, was it that bad?
Oh yeah.
Well, I paused it at one point and it never caught back up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Because if he tells me stop, I needed to stop a minute
No.
ago.
Somebody here telling you would have been.
Right, so
Yeah.
the person operating the camera could be the one that's taking it.
And you can kind of see, the reason I want to start it, because you didn't get to see it inside. We lose the signal as it transmits.
Yeah.
So
This is exactly what I was seeing on my screen.
Oh, really?
This is exactly what I was seeing.
Oh.
Right, so this is, I want you guys to see the disconnect that we were having remotely with this. And then it would, as it was addressed, it would clear up.
Yeah, I never saw it on my screen. On my screen, it was fine.
right, so what's
Yeah, I
happening
got,
is
I
the
got
signal
this
is
nonstop. I
the,
mean,
it's a 5.8 gigahertz signal, so it's really, really high frequency, which means that the waves run into a lot of things and they don't go very far. So it's a little bit limited in terms of distance.
But these two are standing next to each other.
yeah, but
But it also has to go. It
Well, we
has to come
separated.
from-
We thought that might be entertaining, so we did separate.
It has to come down.
no.
Mine
This is what I seen.
It
Right
comes
here.
down from the ground, hits the master controller, then switches to a different frequency, goes to the second controller. But in that hop, you're right, there absolutely was interference. It wasn't from the controller. It's from the hotspot. We have a 2.